Hallo, hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Honkai Star Rail im Penacony Handlungsbogen. So, wir nehmen das hier einfach wieder weiter durch und sprechen ratzfatz mit Gallagher.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunter.
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
Okay. Du bist der
History fictionologist?
Fiktionologe?
So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
Du hast also alle eingeladen, aha.
Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of...
You're totally correct. So...
Der Stellaron wurde endgültig versiegelt? Jemand manipuliert das Stellaron? Du nimmst uns doch schon wieder auf die Schippe.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild to achieve this feat without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a stellar...
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using a Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front line. By the time a representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping in.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe.
Then... how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about its people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of... Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony. Swiftly, at my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find...
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement...
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy,
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Okay. Also Sonntag. Weiß anscheinend irgendwas. Aber ich möchte noch gerne mit den anderen sprechen.
You
Misha?
all look quite serious. Is there anything I can do to help?
Hast du nicht zugehört? Was hast du zu
As
sagen,
I
Firefly?
suspected, the core of this issue lies within the Stellaron.
Ja. Gut. Robin, ich möchte erstmal mit dir
Are
reden.
you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my...
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly... Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to I won't step on that stage and sing. No matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his...
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Es gibt keinen Grund mehr, sich zu fürchten. Ein richtiger Held läuft niemals vor einem Kampf davon. Wollen wir es ernsthaft mit dem Traummeister aufnehmen? Dann gebe ich lieber gleich auf.
Exactly. It's time for the crew to save the world once more.
Aber das wolltest du doch eigentlich nicht, Merz.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Okay, Welt, willkommen. So.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
Anscheinend sehr
He's
mächtig.
the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it?
Bitte reiche die. Okay, wenn er es unbedingt haben will. Ein Symbol der Verbundenheit der IPC. Du erinnerst dich daran, dass der Botschafter damit einen kleinen Krieg vorgeführt hat.
I knew it.
Wofür brauchst du das? Ich glaube nicht, dass es dir Glück bringen
As I
wird.
suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially Senior Strategic Investment Department head.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero.
Okay, dann nähern wir uns hier wahrscheinlich so mit großen Schritten jetzt dem letzten Akt.
Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Oh ja.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about, if I'm not mistaken. We've already...
It's not enough to say meat, but the answer is pretty obvious. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary...
Ich fühle mich geschmeichelt. Vielleicht hast du schon mal unter meinem anderen Namen Honkai von mir gehört.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let the... As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started.
Ja, das passt im Großen und Ganzen zu
On
Danhang.
his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift. Come with me. Now.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words.
Ah ja, vielleicht du bist aber kein Namenloser.
Don't let us down, old man.
Aber naja, sie sollte es ja auch unbedingt finden, wa?
What's happening?
Es geht in die Luft.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Okay, gut. Deswegen sind wir ja eigentlich in erster Linie hierher gekommen, um was über ihn zu erfahren. Aber mal gucken, wie das hier so weitergeht. Was wir da jetzt erfahren können. Ich meine, wir können ja jetzt gleich nur... Achso, wir können ja gleich nur so über seinen Sarg antreffen. Oder seine Grabstätte. Vielleicht gibt es da ja noch so einen kleinen Text, der an uns gerichtet ist. Das kann natürlich auch noch möglich sein. Naja, das sehen wir ja gleich in ein paar Metern. Oh, danke für die Truhe. Die nehme ich doch gerne in die Hand. Oh Gott, sitzt der etwa da drauf auf dem Stuhl? Okay. Unter der Meeresoberfläche im Speicherbereich in einem Garten, der dem Vollmond im Wasser am nächsten ist, ruht ein alter Mann auf einer Liege, eingehüllt in völliger Stille. Der Uhrmacher Mikhail Char Legward ist in jenem endlosen Traum eingetaucht, aus dem ihn kein Geräusch mehr aufweckt.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds... After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes?
Well, let's have a look.
Als die Worte verstummten, nickte Himiko dir leicht zu. Du atmest tief durch, beruhigst deinen Geist und wendest deinen Blick den Uhrmacher zu. Die Traumblase in Michaels Hand berührt. Du drückst deine Hände gegen die Traumblase. Das zähflüssige Memoir zieht sich unter der Belastung zusammen und dehnt sich dann vor deinen Fingerspitzen aus. Wie ein zartes Netz legt es sich sanft um deine Handfläche. Ein kalter Schauer läuft dir über den Rücken. Nach deiner Erfahrung geht diesmal mit einer Vielzahl von lebendigen, miteinander verbundenen Erinnerungen einher. Aber diesmal siehst du nichts. Wie kann das sein? Du versuchst dich zu konzentrieren und Erinnerungen festzuhalten. Du atmest tief durch und versuchst erneut die Traumblase zu lesen. Die Traumblase ist offensichtlich außergewöhnlich. Du fragst dich, ob dein Ansatz falsch war. Hältst den Atem an und schließt die Augen mit einem Knie. Auf dem Boden drückst du deine Stirn gegen die dünne Schicht, die das Memoir enthält. Doch vor dir bleibt ein Abgrund der Finsternis. Keine rote Sonne, die auf schneebedeckten Berge fällt. Kein leises Lachen, keine funkelnden Sterne, kein Echo von Schwertgeklirr und vor allem keine Spur von Trailblaze. Da ist nichts, leer. Zweifelsohne ist dies eine leere Traumblase.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express. Well, I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Oh, da hinten ist ein Origami-Vogel.
Don't start getting all philosophical.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the... It's for Mikhail. And for the future of Penacony.
Oh, der letzte Teilkram. Wir wechseln zum Hotel.
How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express.
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Heng, and
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plan.
Now the plans have changed again.
Scheint so.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. A new nameless who's also...
he's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he...
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people... Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the...
What do you mean by unable?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However...
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can...
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say,
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done...
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying...
Please be patient. We need to contact your companion.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact...
It seems...
Fudge! Look, nothing personal, but if you can't...
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally...
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to...
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment.
Oh,
You can stay here with the receptionist.
die arme Rezeptionistin.
Sure thing.
Okay, dann sind wir jetzt mit...
Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
So, wir sind dann jetzt mit Boothill unterwegs.
Locked and loaded.
Ja, ja gut. Okay, dann werden wir hier ein bisschen den Laden unsicher machen. Mit Boothill im nächsten Part. Ich sag dann bis dann und ciao. Bis dahin. Tschö.